What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Turkey Chan. Got another shoe review for you. I love my shoes and I wear them all the time. And this one we have the undisputed champion, the Adidas Ultraboost, and I believe this was the 4.0. I got these all the way back in 2018. I've worn them a whole bunch. I've worn them in the winter, fall, spring, summer. They've seen it all. They've seen the snowy grounds and the dry pavements. And yeah, I'm just going to do a review on how they held up. I would say this pair of shoes, I put them through a lot of wear and tear. I wore it for traveling. I wore it to work. Yeah, they've seen a lot of mileage, and it's pretty evident in the bottom of the shoe and overall uppers. But I gotta say, this shoe, super duper comfortable. I've washed it many times by just throwing it in the washing machine, and it comes out pretty clean. The upper attracts a lot of dirt, but you throw it in the washing machine and it comes out pretty brand new. I would say after a couple wears, the cage gets a bit darker than the upper and changes colors from the back heel. So I think it looks a lot better than when it first came out, fresh out of the box. It was just pure white, but this has 3 different types of whites on it, and it's a lot more aged, and it looks a lot better now. So I just need to throw this in the wash one more time and maybe use some scrub to scrub out the dirt. But yeah, let's go over some wear and tear. First of all, the fabric. The knit is definitely stretched out. As you can see, there's a lot of deforming happening in the toe box. So it's not as stretchy as before, but that's fine because it's more roomy, because it's all stretched out. Same thing with the other pair. As you can see, a lot of stretching out in the knit, but the knit has held up, no holes whatsoever throughout this entire shoe. Same thing for the other pair, no holes at all after 5+ years of wearing, so that's great. A lot of dirt on the cage. As you can see, lots of rubbing up against tables, other walls. So the heel counter definitely has a lot of scratches on there as well. I've bought some paint on a pen and gone over those scratches, but that paint has begun to scratch off, as you can see. Same thing with the midsole. I took paint and I tried to cover up all the orange spots. When you wear your Ultra Boosts in the snow, the salt affects the Boost coloring and it will turn orange. So I had to use a white paint pen to cover up all those orange spots to bring it back to life. So there was a bit of maintenance that has gone into keeping the shoe looking a bit fresher after 5 years. Now on the inside, the Boost logo still intact. Very good. And smell-wise, if you wash these, you'll keep them smelling very nice. So you could throw them in your washing machine, cold, hang dry, or just wash them in a bucket of soapy water. Let's see. Other than that, upper still looks good. Laces still look good. Here's the other pair. Look at that cage. A bit of yellowing has occurred. Oh yeah, look at that. Very beat up. All right, take a look at the back. Yeah, wow. The Continental rubber has held up quite well. You know, I would expect it to start ripping off, but this is still very much intact. Now, in terms of comfortability, it's definitely squished. It's a bit harder than before, but I feel like because the upper has stretched out, if you have wide feet, it's a lot more roomy now. But in terms of the Boost, yeah, it's not as plush as when you first got it, but it is still very comfortable where you don't really need an insole still. So people say these Boosts, they bottom out. Sure, they do, but they're still comfortable. You can still walk in them all day. All right, so this is what I was most curious about. Looking at the tread at the bottom of the shoe. Most of the time, the tread will wear out on you and you'll have holes in the sole, and that's when you gotta throw away this pair of shoes. But for this one, as you can see, the nubs have definitely balded out towards the middle of my foot, and the boost has definitely begun to have some cracking towards here. But overall, the boost is still intact. It is still intact and it is still working. I don't feel any water leaking in or anything like that, so it is still very, very wearable. The torsion control is still good, still intact. It's just the tread, and that's what I'm afraid of. Once that tread gives away and exposes the boost, this shoe is pretty much toast. But I still have a bit left on there, so maybe another year or two of constant wear of this shoe. But right now, this shoe has been in my beater rotation. So groceries, walking the dog, doing quick errands, pop these on, and I just go. So let's take a look at the other pair's tread. The heel tread is still good. I am surprised that the heel tread is still intact. I guess I was dragging my feet a lot towards the top because all the other nubs still look very good. I'm surprised. You see the Continental logo. But yeah, guys, overall, Ultraboosts are a great shoe to invest in. I've worn these daily for the past 5 years, and they're still holding up. I could see myself getting another 2 more years of this. So I'll just throw them in the washing machine, and this should be good to go. All right, let's get to the on foot. Ciao. All right, y'all, here's the triple white Ultraboost on feet. Man, I used to love this shoe. The whole world, the whole sneaker world was going crazy over this shoe. You couldn't get this shoe. This was the it shoe, but now it is a ghost of itself. This is no longer in season. And here I have a new pair of Ultraboosts, as you can see, and you know, the top isn't as stretched out as this 6+ year pair. But yeah, overall, it's still comfortable. But again, the Boost foam is compacted towards the toe area, and it's just not as soft and plush. But it still looks good on feet. I just gotta throw them in the wash, keep them clean. So yeah, absolutely love the Ultraboost. Great comfortability, super casual, looks clean. So yeah, if you guys get a chance, wear your Ultraboosts. They will last you a couple years. That's all I have, guys. Ciao.